It's Tabletop time! I'm Dave!
I'm Jen.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Jazza.
And welcome to season 2 of Reboot.
We're still warming up.
You're doing... That's what we agreed upon!
Okay, just chill.
It's fine. I'm playing it up for the camera.
Do an effective and convincing plug for the podcast now. Go.
This is Radio Jen here to tell you that if you like the sound of this voice, then you'll like our podcast even more. You can get bite-sized episodes of Reboot available on all good streaming platforms such as Spotify.
I said Bart-sized episodes. Oh, that was Rob coming in with a hot plug.
And if you want to see us live, we stream our Reboot episode every Tuesday night Australian time at 8:30 p.m. This is the third time we've done this intro. Of course, you would know that if you were watching us live. So make sure you're there next week.
You can see all our goose and gaffs and stuff-ups, but...
That's what they're here for.
You know, some things are only to be seen by the most special of supporters, they being our patrons, who will be enjoying Chapter 0. We have patrons scrolling up top here as a big thank you for their support. They make all of the high production value that we strive to create possible. If you compare Season 2 to Season 1, it's chalk and cheese. We've come a long way and we want to go as far as we possibly can, and it's all thanks to their support. So they can expect not only Chapter 0, a little bit of a preamble, bit of a warm-up into our role-play test of some new combat mechanics, but also this is green screened out for our viewers.
It's actually deliberate. It's to hide the details. Keep them for our patrons.
Look how technologically advanced. We have a cheat sheet that we're using through the season for combat that Dave's put together with some new combat rules that we're sort of playtesting and mucking around with.
Love that homebrew.
And that's some cool Patreon content as well. So thank you to our patrons for your support. But otherwise, I think it's time
to get started.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot what I was going to say. I had a whole thing planned. No, I'm kidding. We're going to get into it. I'm in the mood. We're in the mood for some Reboot. And for those who haven't watched, if you would like a full recap of Season 1 of Reboot, we have put it up on the channel. And then there is a prologue episode, which covers the 6 months intervening. But I'm about to launch into a brief recap of events as I get into it. So, welcome to Reboot. Yay! It is Season 2. The year is 2090 and the setting is Melbourne, Australia. We follow the misadventures of an unlikely group of heroes as they attempt to survive the dangers of the horrifying dystopian slums outside of the city. Our 3 characters that we have in our campaign are Eve, a drone who has recently awakened to sentience after, spoiler alert, something involving baby homicide. Eve is played by Jen. And
you saw the intro, everyone. You've had your warning.
Eve is played by Jen, and she is a nurse bot. And then we move on to Rob. Now, Rob is a complex one.
I can't show a portrait because I only have a spoilery one that I haven't seen yet. We have surprises in store, but...
So Rob is playing Sebastian Allen, a bespoke from the inner city. That means he is a genetically engineered superhuman who was created to basically bring light and understanding to the world. But he has followed that lifestyle to the beat of his own drum. And he found himself in Season 1 entering the slums with a plan to uplift and help the people in a way that hasn't been done in generations. But the suspicious people in the slums and the companions he would meet didn't always take him at face value on that. However, Sebastian is missing. And tonight, Rob will be playing Conrado, a NPC that was peripheral and under the employ of Sebastian throughout Season 1. And finally, we have Jazza, who's playing Prodigy. Pro is a escaped human trafficker who grew up after being child trafficked and basically survived growing a bit older by finding her use kidnapping other people. He became a hacker, stealthy, and a lot of emotional baggage. And throughout Season 1, he started to learn that he had to come out of his shell. He met some good people, and unfortunately, the gap between season 1 and 2 hasn't been kind on our players, as Pro has had to madly delve into madness, insomnia, addiction on a wild hunt to find Sebastian. It's been 6 months. And now here we are at the beginning of season 2, and we find Pro, Eve, and Conrado the entrance to the gang safe house that they believe Seb has been taken to. The question on everyone's lips is, will they find Sebastian alive? And will he be the answer to the endless problems that face the slums? And we'll find out the answer to that question now, right now, because we're starting.
Oh
And
my
also,
God.
look, we have minis, but we're not going to go too crazy with it as we learned in Chapter 0 because I got very distracted by the cool minis. But they're cool minis, and we will have minis for combat for the first time. Anyways, that's a tangent, but it's very exciting now.
The party find themselves standing outside the apartment block. From the outside, they can see it is being clearly converted. The windows are boarded up, but boarded up well with a plan. It's not just MDF, there's structural timber as well as iron bars, etc. The door sits before them closed, and there is the quiet sound of commotion around the other side of the building. They know they have a brief pause after subduing the 2 guards at the entrance. A moment to catch their breath and decide their course of action before they siege the building.
I had a pair of wire cutters, not wire cutters, of bolt cutters.
You do?
I'm going to hand those to Conrado.
Cool.
Nothing like it, but get in there.
That sounds like a plan.
You know, use those arms and see if the door will open nicely, and if not, you might need to take it down.
How sturdy is the door?
The door looks fairly sturdy.
Like, punching it or kicking it's not going to open it?
It might if you break the lock mechanism, but there might be multiple lock mechanisms. It is a gang safe house.
That is true.
And it does have a handmade little like slider sort of latch in the front of the door. You imagine it's a open up scenario.
I would like to hold my pistol to the peephole and knock on the door.
I'm gonna destiny roll this one. With a 17. You hear a voice from inside. Speaking a language you don't understand. But you recognize as Spanish.
What does it say?
You don't speak... Oh, you're... No, you don't speak
Conrado?
Spanish.
It doesn't matter. What does it say?
I don't know. I don't speak Spanish.
Do I recognize
I love it. It's
Yeah,
like,
better.
whoa, Conrado was born in Melbourne.
You're a dungeon master. You should speak 17
I'm
different
sorry.
languages.
All right.
Is it evidently Spanish?
Yes, you recognize it as Spanish because you've heard. It's not that common. It's an uncommon language in Australia. But you recognize it.
Okay, I'm going to reply with LC. Bad guys, El Dedo.
Perhaps we should try.
Make
Oh
an
boy.
infiltration
Bad guys,
check.
El Dedo.
Challenge level 3.
2.
There's just no reply after that. In fact, you hear the sounds of people moving. There's like loud thumps of furniture moving and things.
Would I have the capability of knowing Spanish? Can I roll for it?
Nah.
Okay.
Can I shoot the hinges of the door?
As I said, it's very uncommon in Australia compared to other languages.
See if you can just take it
You might
out.
know like Chinese, but
I'd kick it.
You're a buff
Indian.
dude. Use your arms.
Buff arms and buff
Yeah,
legs.
smash it. Go on. I said to Conrado.
the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Pro, convince him.
Dude, you are a battering ram. Come on.
all right, I'll try and punch through the door.
You have 2 robotic arms, Conrado. Come on.
What's the check?
I'm going to
for
get
that?
you to make a melee combat roll against the door using your arms. And I'm going to say that the challenge level of this is a 4. It's fairly difficult. If you exceed it only by 1, you'll you'll be banking damage. If you get more than 1 additional success, you smash it open.
I got 4.
So you smack into it and it rattles in its hinges. There's a little few bits of chip and splinter, but it doesn't open.
Ow.
So you've made progress. Like the lock is, you'd imagine the lock's inside are like bending out, but it's not a one smack go.
Is there anything at all robotic or mechanical assisting?
Not about the door.
All
It's
right.
chains and locks.
I'm gonna stretch out after having just exerted myself a little bit and knowing it's breaking slightly. We're gonna go for it again.
All right.
Same check.
You can make the same check.
Have your guns ready.
I cock my gun and hold it at the ready.
I'll do the same.
Is that distant?
Just distant.
Yeah.
7.
7 successes. On the second attempt, Conrado, you wheel back your arms and sort of bull rush a little bit into it. And there is a monumentally loud crashing sound of wood splintering and metal peeling as the door not only flies off its hinges on the lock side, but on the hinged side as well, and shoots into the room like a projectile. And the three of you have the room exposed to you. And for the moment and the brief window of vision that you have into the room, you see what looks to be a heavily converted inside of what once was an apartment. It is definitely used as a gang base of operations. You can see tables, sofas, chairs laid out. A lot of the internal non-structural walls have all been smashed down long ago and then sort of like roughly neatened over. They haven't got a carpenter in and done it perfectly, but they've cleaned it up. They've deliberately removed them and removed tripping hazards and obstructions. And inside, there are 3 gangers, all poised and ready to defend the entrance.
We're all like facing each other at
Door
this
just
point.
smashed off like a projectile.
Okay.
And you're all at the entrance.
I'm assuming we're sort of figuring out reflex at this stage.
We're going to combat. So as you burst open the door and about to launch into combat, directly in front of you, there are a pair of couches straight across from the wall. And it seems like the gangers inside have flipped a table. There's 2 gangers you can see behind. One seems fairly confident. He's got body armor on and is equipped with an assault rifle. There is another ganger with him with a pistol who looks more like he was just hanging out with the boss man. And then from your perspective, I'm actually going to get a quick perception check from Conrado at the door.
Perception.
A quick little percepty boy. Looking for a challenge level 3. You also spot, Conrado is used to gang conflict, you also spot to your left, about 10 meters away, there is a ganger that is wielding a machete that doesn't have a gun. Who
Check
looks
your
like
corners,
they're
mate.
sort of, exactly waiting to ambush someone who came through.
Oh boy.
Cool.
So Conrado's in there on his own. Do we have?
We're gonna go. So
reflexes?
reflexes. There is one guy in the room who has reflexes 1, and other than so that's the only one. You all have reflexes 1.
Correct.
So I guess roll off against that one dude.
2.
That one dude being.
The one dude with reflexes, the guy with the assault rifle.
I got a
Assault rifle
6.
18 for this chap.
I've got 2.
Okay, so he. What did you roll?
D6.
A D6.
Yeah.
I rolled a D20.
Oh,
Do we
For
want
race-
I'll roll a D. One right dice roll is there. That's 2.
I got a 2.
I got a
mean,
6.
so much easier if I just got that.
So we roll
So,
again.
so the 3 of us
Yeah.
roll again. I got 5,
5,
1.
and then we roll again.
6.
4.
So Eve is the only one faster.
Cool.
Okay. So Eve, you declare last. The man with the assault rifle behind the overturned couch declares second last. His pistol wielding gang-banging friend next to him and the machete holder will declare first. The pistol wielder immediately is just going to aim and fire at Conrado, who's coming through the door, just shoot them. The machete wielder is going to charge because they were prepared for that encounter. That was their job. First person come through the door, ambush with the machete from the flank. Now, they're not flanking you because you perceive them, and I'm running flanking as sort of like, if it's a 180-degree situation, you've got enough awareness of it to not be flanked. If they're sort of maybe even sort of
narrator call
behind you, yeah. So in this case, you have a wider field of view than a clean 180. You've spotted him. He's not flanking you.
Okay.
What are we doing? So I've declared their actions.
I want to run in.
I think if you're fastest, you declare last.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So
See you
it'll
guys.
be Rob, then me, then.
I'm gonna charge Machete Boy.
Okay, charge into charge. I love that.
And behind, Pro's going to be just sort of anchoring himself to the doorway, but reaching through and suppressive firing to clear the way for for Conrado.
Okay, which is your target for your suppressive fire?
I'm gonna go for the one with the assault rifle.
Okay. And Eve?
I want to.
You're actually the very last, so I declare before you. So the guy with the assault rifle, so he sees that you're laying down suppressive fire into him, and he actually targets Pro. So seeing that Pro, because you're pulling up guns at the same time, seeing that Pro is aiming a gun at him, he aims a gun back at Pro and just opens fire into you with a burst of fire.
Okay.
All right. What does Eve do?
I want to run in and I believe it's called take cover. Yeah, into behind this table. Just
So you're going to move in and jump behind the table?
Correct.
Okay. All right, we ready? Mm-hmm. So we'll deal with the Conrado charge first because you're the first person in the room. So Conrado, can I get the closest person to the minis because I'm quite a lean over? Or maybe I'll do it. We can't rotate.
We're both within close range. I know that much. Not that it matters.
Because you're charging simultaneously, you both effectively charge into each other.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So you both get +1 dice.
What'd you get?
1.
5.
Woo!
All right, so the ganger charges towards you, coming in low, and then you see in that moment, Conrado sees in that moment as you're charging that they realize that they're outmatched. You look at their bearing and their age, and you can see from their like over exaggerated, trying too hard kind of gang get up that they're a new blood. They're like the person who doesn't even have a gun in the room, and they realize it. The fear locks in their eyes, and as they get to you, they stumble and their swing comes up weakly. With a level 4 victory,
level 4 victory.
What do you do?
So you're in there at this point?
Yeah, Conrado straight in.
I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to...
Let's hear it.
Yeah, I'm going to dodge to the side of his incoming machete blow and come around onto the side of him with my left hand, grab him by the throat and smack his head into the back of the wall.
And it's rapid. You see in this ganger's eyes that they don't even comprehend what happens. They just kind of half trip, stumble, the swing goes wild, and in a second, hand on their face, just bang into the wall. Lights out. They slump down. But your back is turned to the rest of the combat, which resolves as follows.
Okay.
So,
I was suppressing firing. Was that against the person Conrado just took out?
no, it was against the person that is about to shoot you. So
Okay.
you were suppressing firing the guy with the assault rifle.
Yep.
And now the thing with all the negative debuffs is that they don't take effect until the next turn.
Because it's faster.
So, no, just in general.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
negative debuffs don't take it. Well, he is faster as well. So either way, he's going to get to shoot you, which is bad juju because this guy's actually the best of the three. You can tell he's like a gang lieutenant. The guy, he's got a flak vest on, an assault rifle. He's clearly, from the look of the overturned bags of drugs, he was clearly in the middle of something. So, his dice pool is 9 dice.
Oof.
Now we're using a ranged attack. Now you are, I'd say at medium range, you're probably further than 15 centimeters away. We don't have a tape measure.
Yeah, we
Oh,
do.
we do. Can you check the range quickly?
How, from who to who?
Assault rifle man behind the thing to pro.
Now, ducked behind a doorway, does that count as heavy
Short
cover?
range.
Medium.
Medium. Cool.
Heavy cover?
The nature of the building, because you're behind brick, yes, that will be heavy cover.
Cool.
So you're a medium range heavy cover. So he actually needs a 5 to hit you.
I got 3.
You don't roll.
Oh, he's got a challengeable. Okay.
Yeah. So bullets fly into the masonry, breaking apart the corner of the destroyed wall, but none of them land home. Eve, you successfully move in and dive behind cover.
Yay.
You can move your mini.
Can I move my guy closer to the wall?
You should
That's where
move
you
him
met.
there to where you did your
That's
thing.
where you...
Yeah, I know, but
Next
I
turn you can.
smashed his
Oh,
head.
you can knock him down and put him up against the wall. That's cool.
Go on, treat
Have some
yourself.
fun with it.
Oh, buddy, go on, get in there. Hell yeah.
Hey, it's my hand.
All right. So with that massive and rapid round of combat, you appraise the room
What happened there?
and realize that one of them.
Wait, I'm just going to recap
happening?
briefly.
John,
Okay, cool. I think that about sums it up.
Okay,
as
cool.
you were.
we get to round 2. You appraise the situation fairly quickly and everyone gets up to speed with what is happening. From the other room, you hear the sounds of shearing metal as if a rattling roller door is being lifted up.
Sounds like things are gonna keep heating up. Let's take them all out.
And we declare slowest goeth first, which is actually the ganger with the pistol,
Overplugs.
who didn't roll last turn because he was last. He was shooting Conrado.
He did.
He didn't roll though, the pistol dude.
Yeah.
All right, so pistol dude was shooting Conrado. Conrado is at medium range, but not in any kind of cover.
I was moving.
You were moving though. And I'll call a charge running. So usually your standard movements I don't think are fast enough.
Yep.
So at medium range, moving in no cover is a challenge level 4.
Fine.
Oh, it's +2 for running. He doesn't hit you. Bullets fly against the wall. You're all too fast and potent. So we move into the next round. The guy with the pistol is going to keep shooting at Conrado, recognizing him to be the priority target.
I'm going to pick up the fallen man's machete and attempt to throw it at Pistol Man.
Okay, I like it.
I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm drawing fire, and Conrado's in there, and I can see he's being effective. So I keep going on at assault rifle man.
Okay, so you're suppressing fire again?
Yep.
Okay. Assault rifle man he'll just attempt to keep slugging you, but he's kind of firing, over the top pretty meekly with his gun. The gentleman with the pistol will attempt to shoot back. Again, just shooting Conrado. Eve.
I am going to shoot one of them.
Do it.
The guy closest to
The
me.
man with the pistol?
Yes, yeah.
Ganger with the pistol.
Yep.
Okay, you're going to shoot the ganger with the pistol. Let's roll some dice. So we will start with suppression because it's the least likely to affect anything else. This guy has -4 dice now. And he misses. He basically just bullets are flying wildly into the roof. And then the man with the pistol that is shooting at Eve is going to shoot at you. You are behind light cover within short range. So that, thanks to this handy cheat sheet that Jazza made, is 3.
Did you just roll it?
What was that?
That was a critical success.
Oh no!
He just got 7 successes on
was-
7 dice, shooting Eve.
Oh, yay.
So
Great.
it's +4.
That's a level 4 victory.
Ow.
Well,
Well,
Thanks for watching Reboot. Yeah, go on. What do you?
that was short-lived. Can I shoot him first? My reflexes
you
in
still
him.
get to shoot. You just might die at the end of it.
guns.
you
are
will get to
hurting.
roll. Just rolling 7 successes on 7 dice is hurdy. I think just crit successing in anything. So
Can I
you
use him?
fire at the same time. Let's get Eve's roll. And you throw a machete at the same time.
That was Pistol Man.
That was the guy with the pistol. So Eve,
Oh no!
I'll describe it all once we get some rolls. So you're shooting back.
God, that's a big roll.
7 dice.
Yeah.
Or a combat roll. Attributes plus skill plus base 3 plus weapon.
7's a pretty big.
7 is not a big roll for combat. Back me up, guys.
Well, mine's
Not.
You don't have combat skills.
Yeah, I do. I have a pistol.
And what is your roll?
Well, 6.
+1 for your pistol.
+1 from a pistol.
So 7.
Yeah.
But you have only 1 in handguns.
Can you shrug
This
stuff
guy
off
has
as you're a drone?
2 in handguns.
Oh,
He
meaning
has
I'm
1 less
more
attribute than you.
vulnerable.
So, yeah. So what did you roll? Sorry?
A 2.
A 2. So, all right. And Conrado's throw. With a machete, I'm going to get you to make a throw roll. We're going to do I think we've kind of done this before. So you make an assist check with a throw. And then I'll get you to make a weapons roll with the weapon as a ranged attack. Let's give it a shot.
Wait, what?
Make an assist check with throw.
Okay. Three.
3 successes. So it's not going to hit. Your throw is on target. Now make a ranged combat attack with a machete. So just roll against the challenge level.
How many dice is that?
Well, have you got training in machetes?
No.
Hang on. Did you?
What?
Sorry, you finished that thing. Sorry.
So without training in machetes, you would have no dice for it. So you have
Just 5.
5 dice plus a machete, which is a medium weapon, so 6 dice.
What's the challenge level?
4, I think.
Oh, fuck.
2 successes. Now, did you want to get this before I describe what happened to the room?
Well, with Eve, did you factor in her improved cover? Because she used the action take cover, but she shouldn't have been able to shoot, so she couldn't have made a ranged attack.
So that was for last. So
to get in there, that was her.
Yeah. So for that turn, I guess it should have worked for the turn after, but she wouldn't have been able to shoot. But she did shoot. So I'm basically just going to say she stood up and shot.
Oh, Eve, what have you done?
I didn't think you'd get a critical success on it.
So Eve fires wildly.
Fuck.
Conrado's machete throws across the room and smacks into the back of a couch. Eve's head rocks back. There's a spark. Her eyes flicker a few times, and there's this steaming hole right dead center between her eyes in the center of her forehead. A few little electrical sparks, and then her eyes flicker off and she collapses to the ground in a hunk of metal.
Fuck! Eve!
The ganger actually chose to knock her unconscious. So that's a level 4 victory level. She has, because otherwise it'd be a fatal injury. It is a level 2 injury, but you are now unconscious and rendered completely out until I decree otherwise. So basically, you're a robot. Getting shot between the eyes doesn't necessarily kill you in the same way as it would to someone else, but it has completely shorted your system and your ocular systems, and you've just gone into complete Fritz mode, and you're on the ground.
Yeah, cool. Level 2 injury, did you say? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. No worries.
Shit.
There is a panic moment, and then we race to round 2. Conrado, do you want to move up? You've got movement as well. You can move as well.
I'll move.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, how far?
Move up. Move 10. Move half between them, so you'll be out within charging range next turn. All right, next round of combat. You hear...
We learn in round 2 that we are very, very mortal in the coach and
Dave
roleplay
told me to
system.
do it. I'm kidding.
I did not.
I'm kidding.
Wait, do you have armor?
I was about to ask you, but I would only have there's no way.
It wouldn't work against unconscious anyway. It only works against injury levels. But you could use your armor to reduce the level 2 injury if you've got armor.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's fine. So you hear the sounds of shouting. "Oh, you fucking!" Then it goes quiet, and then you hear it. "Oh, mate!" loudly from the other room. Can you please move Zhang and Ugly's models into the corner of the room?
Oh, hell yeah.
Not the room you're in. It's the next room.
You might want to position.
Just drop them in that garage
Just
door.
anywhere in here?
Garage door. Just drop them in that side. Yep.
All right.
Well, I'll readjust them when it becomes relevant. Okay. As we raise on the 3rd round of combat, Eve is unconscious and presumed dead, by the way. She's got shot between the eyes and is sparking and immediately dropped. The ganger with the pistol smugly laughs and then turns his gun on Pro.
Motherfucker.
The now Pro, declare, what are you doing?
Oh, it's either go in for Eve or go fuck this guy up. But I think right now I'm going to go fuck this guy up.
Okay. So what is your
Charge.
declared action? You are outside of charging range, I would guess, at this distance.
You're
15 centimeters.
You're at medium range because you shot at
we already
medium
measured
range.
for short range. So you'd be 2 turns of movement to get in there.
Okay, so if Conrado will be... Okay, well, if that's the case, I charge to Eve. I duck into cover where Eve was.
So you're going to use the take cover action, dive behind that?
Take cover and leap to Eve's defense.
Okay, because that stops you from being able to shoot, I think that's one action that should happen this turn. So you take cover, you get the heavy cover.
Yep.
As you do, the guy with the assault rifle shouts out, fucker, I knew you'd run out of ammo. And then he just lines you up and starts shooting you as you run. All right, let's do it.
What do I do?
Oh, what do you do?
Are they close enough?
You can charge.
Can I charge and go into group combat?
You probably won't be able to get at them. One of them's behind an upturned table. So the guy with the assault rifle, you won't be able to get in range this turn.
Okay. I'll go to the closer one. I'll charge
So
the
you would
closer one.
dive over the thing through the line of fire like a hero and just get the guy that shot Eve?
Yep.
Hell yeah, charging. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is the one shot that's not going to be affected by anything else, by the assault rifle
Stakes are
guy.
right. This is the start of season 2. This is the first 15 minutes.
Suspenseful.
You are
Good.
at, did we determine short range for Eve?
Eve is short.
So you are short range, but you're moving and you are now in heavy cover. So you have a challenge level 5 to hit you. Bullets fly across the room and one clips Pro as he dives down into the cover towards Eve. You take a level 1 injury. Do you have strength or armor that you'd like to use to counter it?
I have armor I'm going to counter it with.
Okay, so how much armor do you have?
I've just like the lowest, like
So you have 1 armor.
Yeah.
What is it? I don't remember this.
the equivalent of leather armor. It's like,
I'm happy for you to have it. I just don't. Narratively, I just want to know what it is. Like, I don't want a stat. I want you to tell me what's Pro wearing. What stops this bullet from taking you down?
well, I'm doubting myself now. Bloody maybe nothing. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, a bullet grazes across the back of your leg, and you take a level 1 injury. Fuck. But you dive down, and you're with Pro in that heavy cover. With Eve, sorry.
Eve,
Conrado's charge.
Eve, speak to me. Come on.
And the bullets were the handgun guy was shooting Pro too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he fires. He has less dice by a significant amount. Challenge level 5, right?
For what?
To hit Pro? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
challenge level 5. Pro, there is a very scary and surprising moment. As like a bullet straight past your ear, your hair flicks up. It takes a few strands of hair off, and a bullet blasts into the wall right next to you as you get to the ground. And then Conrado charges.
Does he get a defensive roll if he's shooting?
Yes. New rules he does. He
Okay.
just can't hurt you.
What's his defensive roll?
So now he is a handgun user. So for the benefit of new viewers, for the homebrew rules, pistols. Every class of weapons now has a few little minor special rules that affect it. Handguns is that they get to use their full weapon skill in combat, and the pistol has +1 dice in close combat. He actually has his full roll against you with a handgun in close combat.
Fuck.
But he can't hurt you. He
Okay.
can't score victory
Okay,
against
I'm
you
good.
because he fired at someone else.
And you get a plus, a massive plus to disarm. Plus 4d6 to disarm attempts.
Oh, I should have done that.
Close combat, plus 4d6 to attempt
You're,
disarm.
but you're not in close combat yet. So
okay.
that's melee combat as opposed to close combat.
Okay.
So,
I've already rolled.
well, you're chasing only a 2.
I got a 2.
Okay, so Conrado swings in and like you sort of go for the punch. He pulls his gun up and you have to dodge. The barrel pulls up towards your like chest and you like drop down and you drop all the power out of your punch because you would have got shot if you committed. So you're in a swirling melee. You can move your model into base contact, sort of jump over the couch. Yep. And then we move to the next round of combat. Pro, I want to hear what Pro's doing.
Fuck. Eve. Shit. Every fucking time. I just got to help out. I know Conrado's in the thick of it, and they're going to focus on him. I want to try and do a survival check to bring her back and assist with hacking.
Okay.
Can I do that?
I will let you do it. It will be very difficult.
I've got to try.
Okay. So make the assist first.
Assist roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got
Challenge
4,
level
so
is
I get
going to
plus
be
1.
5.
Challenge level 5 to a survival check, plus 1 win. Got 6 dice to my
You
survival
can,
roll.
so you can succeed.
1 plus 1, I got 2.
For this,
Come on!
So basically, in that time, Pro dives down, and you don't even get to start. You start wiring up your hacking systems. You start wiring up your onboard computing, but you basically just pop a hatch. Like you pull a thing so you can actually access some of the wiring. This is only a few second window, and in that period of time, the guy with the handgun turns towards active combat with Conrado, fighting him in close combat with his weapon. The guy with the gun.
Which one?
Assault rifle, smirks, clambers over his cover, and he starts to stalk around the room like a shark with his assault rifle trained on the back of the cover. because he had to clamber over this turn, he doesn't get close enough, but you can tell from his intent, his plan is to basically next turn walk around to so where you don't have cover anymore and just full auto empty his magazine into the two of you on the floor. He kind of looks at his offsider and smirks as if like the guy's going to handle it or at least distract for a turn.
Oh, shit. That's his declaration.
He's not actually acting this turn.
Okay.
But he declares after you, so what were you going to do, sorry?
Well, he declares after me. So, I mean, that was my
You
move.
don't know he's doing...
That was my move, wasn't it? The attempted revival.
Okay.
Yeah. The failed revival. I tried, Eve.
You just jumped the gun because you declared and then rolled. That's what confused me.
Sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. You've already done it. Eve, you're unconscious. What are you doing, Conrado?
I'm going to try and fight him. Take him
Not
out.
doing a particular called shot or anything?
Nope.
Okay. So we get to rolls. Let's do the lovely roll, which is, of course, close combat. You are chasing 3 successes, Conrado.
Hey.
4.
You get a level 1 victory.
Nice.
Yep, cool. Where's my cheat sheet? I would like to enter close combat.
All right. So he rings his gun up, fires around, and Conrado loops his arm around the gun and like pulls his bodily chest into each other. The gun is you've kind of got his arm half pinned under your arm with the pistol out your back, so he can't turn it on you, and you're now in close combat for the next turn. Well, until he breaks out of it, if he does. And then we move on to the next turn. Pro, you declare first.
Oh, shit, my heart's racing. Are there no other gangers of a lower skill we've taken out?
There were 3 in here. 1 got taken out in 1 turn. Conrado is now dealing with the second one.
So that's just being dealt
Looks
with,
like
so
he will deal with him within a turn or 2. He's now in close combat. And I will give you this. As he fired that bullet, he fired off 2 rounds. You hear that telltale sound as his gun's empty.
Okay.
Not the guy who's rounding on you. His gun ain't empty.
But I see him rounding on me.
Yes.
In which case, I jump over Eve or behind her and throw the metal table as best I can
All right.
on its side to make a shield.
Okay.
That's my attempt.
Okay. Make a strength athletics check. Challenge level. We'll do this in combat. Declaration, Conrado. The guy in close combat has to declare before you. He is going to attempt a called action to disengage.
I'm going to attempt a disarm.
Okay.
Now, here's a question. Close combat, I get +4 d6 to a disarm attempt and a called action. Does that mean I get +5?
I don't think they should stack. In fact, the +4 d6 to disarm effects after tonight we'll review because of how it changes, how it affects the other mechanics. But for tonight, it's on the cheat sheet. Go for it. But I don't think it should stack. +5 is insanity.
Yes.
So he gets 8 dice. And the guy with the assault rifle gets to declare what he's going to do. He's going to move around and he's just going to shoot at Pro. All right, so we'll do Pistol Guy first. Pistol Guy has 8 dice in his attempt to break out of combat. He doesn't. Mistakenly, he loses his dice for his pistol because it's empty, so you can't get a bonus. He gets 5 successes.
Can I re-roll 1? It's on a corner.
Sure. If it's cocked, reroll.
But I'm going to count the rest of them in case I hit one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you've got a level 2 victory already?
Level 2 victory.
Level 2 victory.
Yep.
What do you do?
Well, I was attempting to disarm. Does that...
Oh, so you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So you're attempting to disarm. So you fail. You basically are like wrenching his...
Wait, I fail?
Yeah.
Why?
Because... Oh, disarm is level 2 victory.
Yeah.
My mistake. Sorry, I thought it was level 3. So with level... you snap and his hand drops the gun. It clatters to the ground. He'll no longer get any combat bonuses. He can't use his handgun skill in combat either.
Can I use a free action to use comms?
You can talk.
Ugly Shank, where are you at?
All right. You don't get a reply immediately.
Okay.
The get out of jail free pass already. Find a friend. Okay, so make your strength athletics check, challenge level 2.
Challenge level 2. Oh, this is a big fucking moment.
Yay.
Challenge level 2. Oi, oi, oi. Do I or do I not use a destiny? I'm going to not use a destiny, but if it goes bad, I might use a destiny
Okay.
retroactively. I'm going to use a destiny to make that a 2.
One success, then 2.
Yeah.
You throw the table up, securing heavy cover for yourself and for Eve, just in time, as a barrage of gunfire opens up. So you're in heavy cover. You're at short range. The challenge level is 4. And the table is made of wood.
I thought it was made of metal. Oh man.
It had a metal trim, metallic
paint.
coating.
It's like Games Workshop metal paint on top. It's dry brushed.
It smells like I won't flip things.
No!
Dang it.
Level 3 victory.
I'm just taking pot shots. Fuck.
The ganger, with rounds still in his mag, and clearly enjoying this a little bit too much, fires at you, emptying a few rounds. Ammunition is an abstract, of course, representing a firing of multiple bullets in the case of larger weapons. The table explodes into splinters. He almost seems to be deliberately not hitting you, but you pushed it up, and then he like shoots it out from around you, and you collapse onto the floor, covered in showers of wood, pieces of metal, and landing on top of Eve. You are completely you're knocked down, so you're prone.
Okay.
And he marches up with his movement and levels his rifle at you on the ground. You hear a loud gunshot from next door. Your comms in your ear, you hear
Just tell me.
rattling on your thing. And it says almost done from Zhang.
Okay, so I've just got to delay him. Wait. Before you take me out, at least give me some closure. The Bespoke. Where is he? What have you done with him?
He looks at you and he says, "The pretty boy?
Yeah.
He's right downstairs waiting for you." Declarations.
I got to finish the guy I'm on.
Yep.
I'm going to keep fighting him.
No call, just fighting. All right, he's going to.
Really?
What? I can't do anything.
You could probably
I
do
don't have
a
a gun.
couple of things.
It doesn't matter because even if I attack him, he still has an open combat round on you.
Trust your gut. Trust your gut.
Yeah, do what Conrado would do.
Yeah.
What would Conrado do?
Oh, I can't physically stop him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, don't think strategically. I didn't when I ran to Eve.
Yeah.
She's not going to come back to life and start fighting again. What would Conrado do?
He wouldn't leave an opponent open.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, to pick up his gun, reload it, and shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You're covered in rubble, prone on the ground. You're basically. What's your declaration, Pro? Oh, the guy called action breakaway from close combat.
Charge.
You can't charge from prone.
Oh,
And
I'm
you're
prone,
on the
okay.
ground. You're knocked prone,
Okay. Shit.
and you're like hands up, like talking to him. I'm guessing.
Fuck.
This was 2 really good dice rolls from me.
Deception.
Okay, you're gonna use your action to deceive.
You have no fucking idea what you've done. You take me out, and just you wait. His parents in the fucking penthouse, and every one of their goddamn corpse is gonna tear you apart limb from limb. If you let him walk, then you live.
Make a deception roll. I want you to do it now rather than a combat declaration order.
2.
And the declaration for the guy with the assault rifle.
Does he roll perception?
What do you get? 2?
Yeah. He might roll bad. He didn't.
3 successes.
Poop.
He says, putting his boot on you, he like puts a boot on you on top of the rubble, and he says, I'm listening. And then he turns his gun and shoots Conrado in the back.
Cool.
Evil.
And that is going to be flanking. Directly behind you. Are we okay
Just
with
to the
that?
side of me.
That's flanking. It's definitely
okay.
flanking.
And you're like
Sorry,
fighting
dude.
a guy in close combat?
Yeah.
All right. Actually need one more dice. Level. So you don't roll a defense against that. That was he got. So you are no cover, short range. I'm going to say move in whirling close combat. I'm going to count it as moving. It's challenge level 3. He got 5 successes, so he gets a level 2 injury, and he just goes straight for a medium injury.
Wait, what was his challenge level?
He rolled 5, and his challenge level was 3.
Yeah, okay.
So what did he get
Light
on
cover. I'm behind the couch. No, I'm not.
when he blitzed the table and I ended up prone? Was that his move made me prone, not injured me?
Yes,
Okay.
he chose the prone result.
Okay, cool.
Take level 2 injury. Do you
I'll
use?
take the 1 and discard the neck part.
You have 3 points of cybernetic armor you can use.
Oh, I thought I only 2. Okay, well then I'll take.
I'm pretty sure you, as a booster, you have 3 points per combat, so you can spend 2 points of that. If you spend the third, you lose a piece. You're a tank class.
So wait. So in
Boosters are tank
in the
classes.
last session, I reduced by 2 for armor.
You had 2 armor. You had body armor.
Oh.
So you had 2 body armor.
Oh, yeah, I'll shrug it off.
and
Shrug it off.
and you have 3 cybernetic bonus armor. So boosters are tank class.
Shrug
so
it off.
you shrug it off, but if you take 1 more damage, you lose a limb
Yep.
permanently.
I forgot to check, but since he's in front of me and looming over me, what cybernetics has he got?
This guy doesn't look augmented.
Fuck. I'm in trouble.
Cool. All right, next round. Declaration.
no. My
Oh, yeah,
combat.
your roll, of course. So he has negative. Yep. He gets 3 successes, which is a very good roll for 4 dice. Wait. No, that's fine.
I got 3. I'll do nothing.
Okay. Well, I guess you're taken by surprise by bullets hitting you
Yeah.
in the back, and you have to like. Conrado spins his arm around and takes some of the bullets in his arm. Next action, declaration. What are you doing, Pro?
What can he do? He can't do anything with cybermancy. Eve's out. He's prone. He's kind of boned. He's tried deception, talking his way out of it. Free action.
Come on, where are you guys?
All right, Conrado.
I want to kind of grapple and move this guy that I'm fighting between me and the.
You can. The grapple is now an option, so you can do a cold attack to try and grapple him.
Yeah, I would like to do a cold attack.
He's going to do a cold attack to try and disengage again, and then finally, the guy standing over you.
That was my actual move, though.
What's your actual move?
I don't know.
Are you feeling pretty pinned down?
I'm feeling very.
You call.
Yeah, I'm feeling very pinned down.
Do you see your life flash before your eyes as
I
a gun
do.
spins towards you?
Sure do.
And what does Pro do in that moment? You're dead to rights on the floor, foot on you, buried under rubble with an assault rifle pointed directly towards you.
I reach beside me and I grab Eve's hand.
I tried, man. I really fucking tried, but here I am again, fucking it up.
And before we get to that tense moment, let's do Conrado's combat. 1 success. Rob has been rolling so badly tonight. So badly.
3.
3 successes, so you don't quite get there for the grapple.
What did he need?
You could use
3 successes. He needs a 3 on top because he got 1, so
Do
he
you have any
needed to
destiny?
get 4.
I do.
If there's ever a time
Up
to use
to you.
Destiny, Rob!
Just a thought.
Yeah, I'll use it.
Okay, you spin into the grapple, you pull him into a grapple. The guy looming over you, his hand squeezes the trigger, and you hear a distinct click before he frowns slightly, and then with clear practiced precision, pulls a fresh mag, flicks the other one out, and loads it.
Reach up with my...
Your declaration, you didn't do anything. So he just reloads. That's his action. He doesn't shoot this turn. He had no ammo. So he reloads in front of you. It's a tense moment. The man reloads. You chose to basically succumb to death and hold a hand and not do anything. You didn't know he had no ammo. He had no ammo. So that turn, you don't get shot. Hey, silver linings. You're not dead. You hear a banging on the door over there. It sounds like someone's kicking it.
Join him with people.
No, I'll do it if it becomes relevant. So it might not be who you think it is. Okay, declarations.
Oh no!
There is now.
I start laughing when I realize he's reloading, and I look him dead in the eyes, and I'm like, this might be the end of me, but you fucked me up right now, and you have no idea what you have coming for you.
Conrado.
I'm gonna keep fighting him.
He's now currently incapacitated. He can't take actions. So you're gonna keep fighting the guy you're with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Level 5.
Level 5 victory. You can choose whatever you want to do with him. Conrado kills him. How you want to do this?
I've already got him grappled facing the other guy. I'm just gonna snap his neck.
There is a sickening crunch, and the guy just falls limp as his sort of desperate eyes search around the roof, unsure of what happened. Trachea burst, neck snapped. Death isn't instant. It's close to instant.
This is so tense so quickly.
Yeah.
The door bursts open.
Yay.
Oh, you fucked this one up again! Oh, for fuck's... Gunfire. The guy above you spins around and fires straight back. Reaction going towards Ugly.
So this isn't a case of... Where is it? Unaware target?
Ugly's going to get an advantage.
Okay.
But he did hear the banging on the door, so he did know something was happening. Okay, so they're at medium range, but no cover, either of them. This is the dude. He gets 4 successes.
The dude being
the dude with the
Assault rifle.
The dude being not Ugly. Ugly is a dude. I do agree, but the dude in this instance was the aggressor.
Okay.
Although actually Ugly is
the one looming over
the assault
Pro.
rifle guy looming over you spins around and fires at the door, and he gets 4 successes. And I need more dice.
Yeah,
I do not
let
have
me lend you a few. Wait, is this Ugly's roll? Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
You know what? Dave's been rolling like on fire the whole night for the enemies. He's going to roll absolute trash.
He's all spent his good fortune on.
That's
I rolled
fucking destroying us.
I rolled 10 dice and got 2 successes.
Welcome back to Reboot, everyone.
The law of averages hates me.
You weren't kidding. Can Ugly use a destiny?
Gunshots. 2 rounds. Single fire from the assault rifle. Single fire from Ugly's pistol. Both of them take a bullet. They straighten up again, facing each other. Ugly looks down. Blood seeping from his chest. You motherfucking... The other guy looks down. Combat armor, completely untouched.
This is a new round, though, yeah.
And then Ugly and Zhang dive into the room. Attention divided. Situation changed. He got shot, took it on his arm. They both injured each other. Ugly took it as strength. The other guy took it as armor.
I'm just curious for my declaration because I think I'm first.
Pro's first, but then you.
Yes, Pro's first. Okay, you go.
I go to pistol the guy in the back of the head.
Okay.
Flank him.
Go
Bang.
for it. Yeah,
Got
cool.
one
That's
ammo
your
left,
action?
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Knowing Conrado's confidence, what do you think would be a likely challenge level for me attempting to throw the machete that is embedded in the couch next to me at him?
I don't want to tell you what to do. I really don't. No, but you're holding a guy you just killed, and you could absolutely bull rush him with the dude. Like as a human shield.
Oh my goodness.
You're in charge range.
Why
you're
not
holding
throw
a
the
human
machete
shield.
when you can throw the person?
The machete is not an optimal combat choice for you because you don't have skills
I
with
think
it.
the person is. Fuck it. Can I just tackle him?
Yeah. Do you want to tackle him with a body in between you? Or do you just want to drop the body? You got 70 kilos of additional weight in the charge.
No, I'm going to drop the body and just go for him.
Okay. You're going to charge him.
Yeah.
That's fine. He is going to shoot at Ugly. Ugly and Zhang are both going to shoot back at the guy with the assault rifle, the suddenly surrounded and only assailant in the room. First thing that happens, Pro, what do you say?
This is gonna get ugly, buddy.
Cock my gun and go to shoot him in the back of the head.
And there is a resounding click as the magazine is dry.
No, it's not. Got 1 ammo left.
You use suppressive fire twice.
I have 5 ammo.
Oh, you have 4. Your cheat sheet's wrong.
Yeah, your cheat sheet's wrong.
No!
It's 4 on the original copy. You fire at, you pull the trigger, it clicks, you go fuck, and you reload your gun.
Laminated!
I'm sorry.
A minute ago.
Yeah, I knew it was wrong.
How did you must have just written it down. You must hit the wrong key.
I
It's
copied-
definitely 4 on the actual thing, on the original copy. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to tell you that.
All right.
But it's a great narrative moment for Pro to be like, click. Fuck, I'm not good at guns. But don't worry. There are people in the room who are good at guns.
And punching.
Zhang dives behind cover. She gets behind that chair that's in there. There's an old chair and she kind of pushes behind it.
Let me just add a character interrupt here.
Yes.
Pro would have known he was out of ammo.
No. I do not. I think, okay, narrator moment. I'm going to get over this very quickly.
I feel like
I think if you ask
calm,
people,
like soothing, like
okay, I think if you ask
narrator
people, I know it's a tense moment, but I think you're about to win. If you ask a lot of people, and I've fired guns before, you don't necessarily know when the last round has been fired. Especially, you imagine a tense situation, you're firing like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And then you pull the trigger the last time and it goes, and the slide just shoots back on your gun. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Unless you're counting your rounds, which obviously...
That's a practice thing.
Obviously, you miscounted your rounds, which is very good for a novice.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right. Cool. I'll take it.
All right.
Click.
Good guy. Hey, good work rolling with the punches, gang.
At least I'm definitely in character. Season 1 Pro is back. All that training. I had so many training montages, you guys.
I'm just rolling some dice for NPCs and I can... Oh my God. Okay. And can we get Conrado's roll?
9.
Yay.
All right, this is interesting. I do want to explain this to people. This guy's dice pool has been 9 for this entire time. So he has 9 dice with his assault rifle. He's sort of the gang leader, the lieutenant here. Now, with all guns other than hand weapons, you take your weapon skill and you halve it rounding down. So that's the penalty for other guns in range combat. So he loses 2 dice. On top of that, so he's using an assault rifle, which is neg 1 dice in melee combat. So he gets 6 dice to defend you with and rolls 3 successes. You have a level 6 victory. So, allow me to set the scene for Conrado's moment. Pro pulls the trigger. It clicks. The slide blasts back. He winces in that moment of, fuck. 2 bullets slam into the man with the assault rifle standing above you, the lieutenant. 1 clips him in the arm. It looks pretty rough. The other grazes him narrowly. As he's off balance, he pulls up his gun and fires. Rounds sink home into Ugly. He takes 3 bullets. A bit of color shifts from his face. He didn't seem to expect this. And then in a blur of movement, Conrado
leaps over the couch in front of me and onto the table that this guy's standing on, approaching him from the side. I'm going to punch him in the underarm here, where his vest would stop, so he's got no range, like, so it doesn't limit his range of movement. I'm going to punch him with an open-handed fist and go into his chest cavity and just his heart. Just straight in.
Hey, with cybernetic arms, you can get creative.
Yeah.
Your hand, fingers almost sharpened at the tip, just plunges like a knife and punches through ribs. You hear the sound of ribs like cracking as it goes in, and then sickening lurch. You don't think you've ever seen a person do what he does. It looks like the moment of throwing up, but also instantly losing consciousness and dying all in one moment. But he's also been thrown massively off balance by your charge and falls backwards, and there is a ripping and tearing sound, and Conrado stands above him with a chunk of red meat in his hand, blood geysering across the room like it's a Tarantino film. And he just collapses in a heap.
My goodness.
Instantly, I drop off the table and run to Ugly.
You, Pro,
Yeah.
are literally being hosed with blood by a severed, like, artery. This guy collapsed basically on top of you, and there's just, like, blood. Well, I guess not. There's no heartbeat, but there's a huge, like, outpouring of blood and gore, and you're just covered in it.
Yay.
And
I slowly lower my pistol. So Conrado's run off to Ugly to aid him, and I turn back to Eve, wiping blood off of me. Not that that's doing any good, given the situation. And start to try and gather my bearings. Obviously, I want to make sure there's no more threats around, but reload my weapon, have it at the ready. I'm going to try to see if I can get Eve back online now that the tension's more reduced.
Zhang takes 2 steps forward towards Ugly, who is walking confidently, but then has that, like, leg buckles and, like, slightly loses his swagger. She gently lifts his chin with her human hand, just slightly, looks the helmet up, and then just bodily slaps him across the face as hard as she can. And then she storms over towards Eve. Conrado, what do you do with Ugly? Let's deal with the Ugly situation.
Eve took a bullet.
For Ugly
I'm not sure how she's going. Check her out. Ugly.
Eve,
Boss man.
yeah, Zhang is clearly going towards Eve.
Boss, you okay?
Yeah. Yep. I'm fine, mate. You got a fucking credit card on you?
Yeah.
He takes it off you, and then he just, you see him press it into a wound across his chest and hold it, and then there's like a... Fucking, got 2 lungs for a reason, mate.
Shit's gone tits up.
Well, we're fucking popped the cork out of this champagne already, so I'm gonna need you and pretty fucking whatever your name, Pro, get fucking up. Get up.
I'm up.
You 2 downstairs, finish this or it's tits up. Zhang will deal with Eve if there's anything left to fucking salvage. 5 minutes or this pretty boy expedition's over.
Yes, sir. And I get up and march forward, following Conrado. Fuck. What have I done? This better work. This has to work.
Conrado, Pro,
I gun it.
under order, gun it in the direction that Ugly points. He has used clearly a sealed plastic card to stem to create a suction to allow himself to breathe. That's a real thing. As he had a punctured lung from a bullet wound. He is out of the fight. I cannot believe how well I rolled for the other guy, and Ugly took serious fucking damage. Zhang settles in and begins to work her admittedly more appropriate skill set as a jacking cybermancer with hacking skills to try and get Eve back online, but she's not going to be online for this encounter.
Yeah.
As the 2 of you run around the bend, you enter the room next to you. There are 2 gangers dead on the floor. The garage door has been ripped off its fucking railing by hand and is like ripped out and onto the thing. There are 3 bodies on the street and a stairway that leads down. So Conrado and Pro race down the stairs and find themselves in the basement of an apartment building. In front of them lie tattered mattresses, some modern cots, computers, and a weirdly large amount of cooler boxes, discarded and some neatly stacked. There's a large chest freezer full of ice. And standing in the middle of the room is a lone woman. And the top of her head is entirely encased in cybernetics. She stands before you.
A no ser que prefieran que les colguemos por las patas y usemos
What's going
el
on?
saco de boxeo.
She talking to us?
I charge.
Okay.
Does she have a gun?
No.
Oh, I charge. Yeah, definitely.
All right. You charge.
Am I in range?
Her declaration. Yeah, you're in charge range. Her declaration is she raises her hand and points at Conrado. Pro, what are you doing?
You said her cybernetics are just in her head. Mm-hmm. I'm going to break her.
Okay.
What's her reflex?
Faster than you.
Okay.
Actually, no. Same as 1.
Okay, roll.
You okay? Well, we kind of already declared, so. But I got a 4.
4.
We're all tied. Hey, perfect. We all declared together. We declared together. It's all happening literally at the edge of the moment. Everyone's exactly evenly paced. This is a range attack, so it will take effect next turn. What did you roll? 4. I need to roll her defense. 4. Where on earth is it? Oh my gosh. Sorry. Trying to find. You know what I'm trying to find, don't you? Trying to find my own PDF.
You mean this one?
Yes.
What you looking for?
Cybermancy.
Yep.
Jacker. Challenge levels.
Cybermancy, Jacker.
What can you do with challenge level with 5 victory levels?
With 5, challenge level 5, operate secure and complex systems such as advanced locked doors.
What's 4?
4 is puppet and control moderately complex mechanical device such as turret or robot.
6, just so I have a clear thing.
6, puppet and control a complex machine or robot without sentience.
Okay. So she got 5 successes. Conrado, you wail in. Oh, what did you do, bro?
Cybermancy.
Okay.
Break her brain.
Okay. So she gets a defensive roll against you rather than a challenge level. Because you're both Cybermancers.
6, thank God.
What did I roll before? Just get 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have a level 1 challenge level.
Okay. Well, that
So you
doesn't...
can damage her a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, basically, for this is Cybermancy combat, you can
I'd like
level
it
1
to
injury.
basically stagger her. I'd like to throw her
Okay,
off. While
I'll let that happen. But
glitch her.
Conrado, your limbs, your arms, you like swing in a few punches and then they just slow, and then you feel yourself lose control of them.
Cool.
Next round.
Conrado's in there now, though, yeah?
Yeah, you're immediately charged in, and you have lost control of your arms.
And I've moved in while I've made my action.
That means I lose +1 from a combat roll, doesn't it?
You will lose a lot from your combat roll because you can't control your arms.
Oh. What if I'm not trying to hit her? What if I literally just want to like shove into her?
You lose a lot of your combat roll, but you won't like you can't use your arms.
Doesn't matter.
You'll have
It's
a
my
penalty.
body weight.
You can do that, but you'll lose a few dice.
I shoot.
Um, You shoot her. Okay. And she punches herself in the face. Cool. What's your combat roll?
9.
Okay.
She punches herself in the face, as in based on the glitch, or she's just...
she punches herself in the face. She gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. So you can't use...
She got 7 successes.
Yeah, well, with Conrado's roll. So, as the woman punches herself in the face, so does Conrado.
Oh, God.
Okay.
So she obviously has no interface to control your limbs without her limbs. So she just goes bang into her own face. Her roll on herself, she still gives herself a level 3. She punches herself prone. She just goes sprawling onto the floor. But Conrado, defense roll. So you can't use your arms. So I'm going to say neg. Your arms give you an effective +2 because you usually have neg 1 in close combat. Your arms give you plus. I'm going to say it's diminished. What's your hand combat skill? I'll half it.
I have +3 in hand-to-hand.
Okay, so I'm going to say you have negative half rounded down and -2. You can't use your arms, so -4 off your combat roll.
5. This is my defense roll against her. 7.
Well, this is just your full combat roll, which will count as defense against yourself. 4. Okay, so she gets a level 3. You get a level 3 victory on yourself. So you go to... That's confusing the hell out of you, isn't it?
A little bit.
Okay, she basically used your combat roll.
Yeah.
So Conrado goes to shunt out of the way and just immediately his arms, you sort of sprawl over the wall. Your arms swing up, punch you in the face. And then this is the part that gets you. You take, she's just going to level 3 injury you. And you, the momentum of her falling over makes you screwed up because she falls over from her own punch and spins. And then you punch her in the face and your arms just spin around as if you'd fall on the ground. And Conrado is completely overbalanced and takes a level 3. Your shot, she's in the open and she is short range. So you have challenge level 2.
I got 3.
So you get a level 1 victory. So you just do an injury?
Yes.
Okay. So she is on the ground and has a gunshot wound, a light graze against her arm. Conrado is flailing around and has just taken a level 3. What are you doing? And I'm going to make a check for her. I'm going to destiny roll for her.
She's prone.
She's prone. Conrado is sort of staggered off a few foot the other way.
I'm moving in closer.
I'm going to make a destiny roll for her. It's bad for an 8 is bad for her. I'll say because I said it was for her. So she loses control of Conrado's limbs as she is hit and goes to the ground.
I would like to shrug 1 off with my remaining armor.
So you're going to break a limb permanently for Conrado?
Yep.
Permanently. His top tier.
I can get another.
They're rare and valuable. They're rare and valuable.
Get his arms.
These are not crappy
These are your
arms.
babies. You got these back after hard work. You wouldn't do that.
I've got no armor left. Okay. I will shrug 1 off with strength and take a level 2.
And take a level 2 injury.
Yep.
All right, next round.
She's prone.
Yep.
Can I make a free round perception check just to gather my bearings and try and sort of infer what her role is based on the environment, based on where
You can tell she's a hacker and a cybermancer. She's not armed, and you can't make a perception check, I guess. But there's not a huge amount of context clues down here.
Okay. 3.
Yeah, she just seems to be gang affiliated and maybe was staying down here because she's not expected to be a combatant, and she's fighting. She seems to be fighting more out of desperation. Her confidence and bravado has left her a little bit, and it did as soon as you charged. She kind of talked big immediately, insulted you a bit. You got that from her tone, and then you started charging, and her eyes kind of went wide, and she went snap to cybermancy.
Pro kneels down and pulls his gun up against her head, and with his other hand, threateningly holds over her, just giving her little buzzes like, I'm anarchistic. I can
break shit.
Break you right now. And I say,
Where is the bespoke?
Make a persuasion check. And you have +1 that because you're confident.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a chance?
Because of the pre. So in the previous episode, which was
Pro's
a patron
been
exclusive,
taking cocaine.
Pro has had some amphetamines, and it's given him a boost to his confidence right now. So he
But
rolls
there
on
are
a table.
other effects to addiction that will come into play as the narrative continues.
Yeah. So you're overconfident. You have +1 for perception.
Challenge
persuasion.
level.
It's opposed. She's not going to be opposing with much. Challenge level.
Critical
Auto
success.
pass.
I got 5.
And she critically failed.
Oh.
She
I'm like
in
leaning
broken
into her face.
She in broken English, her voice cracks and she just says, "Please don't kill." And then she drops her hand and just points directly at the door, and she puts her other hand up. She just points straight at. There's a door off to the left, closed door.
Does this thing seem like someone they would care about or find useful?
This person,
Yep.
they seem like a pretty effective cybermancer.
Okay.
But I'm just going to say that in a moment, I don't want to speak to your character, but I will say that in her, she has like a visor surgically built into the top of her head. You catch your reflection. And in that catch of the reflection, you just see a moment of yourself in this cybermancer that's part of a gang who is now supposedly defenseless and saying, "Don't kill me," who seems to have been trafficking people. And she seems like probably about 18, a bit, 19, 18 to 20. You just, now do what you want with that, but you just kind of get that, you see the irony in the situation.
Yeah, okay. No, I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. I'm going to roll a destiny dice because that will...
I was going to say, while you're doing this, I reload my gun. Don't play with your food, mate. And I walk through the door.
We're having a roleplay moment. Shut the fuck up.
What's my roleplay moment?
Yeah,
Stop, you're breaking the roleplay moment.
That happens while, but he takes a moment to recover from his punch, so you have time to do what you're doing. But
Don't
after
rush
that,
it. This is a moment. I know you're excited to jump into the feet of your other character.
that was Conrado being, but it's okay.
Okay. It's okay. Now I'm going to roll for a destiny roll. I just want to see how Pro takes that on, and I'm just sort of thinking if it's a 1 or 2.
Oh, yeah. If it's low, it's bad.
Yeah. But, he would.
You're on drugs.
Okay. Yeah, no, he takes pause. He probably would have shot if it weren't for that.
Yeah.
But he saw a meanness in his reflection that was unfamiliar
And
to him.
the moment of she is like you. Maybe not. Maybe she volunteers. Maybe she's getting paid. But there's that weird, there's people being trafficked. She's young. She's got cybernetics. She's down here not fighting. She was like hiding, you assume, until she... And you just... that
And
little
I
like,
say it. I lean in and whisper and I say,
I was like you are too. I got out of it, and I'm getting someone else out of it. And you can get out of this too. Be better.
She reaches up to her neck very slowly so as not to arouse suspicion. And at this point, Conrado is turning around. She grabs her hand around a scarf that you suddenly notice is like gang colors. And she just slides it slowly off and it like unfurls around her neck and she pulls it down and away from her body as if she's saying enough's enough. And then Conrado says, "Stop playing with your fucking food," and heads towards the door.
and I follow.
You press a button. Your door is advanced and the door slides open.
What the fuck are we looking at?
And across the room, you see a sight that almost makes you retch. Uncared for medical equipment lines the walls of this once clean surgical suite. Tools lay around with old stained blood, cabinets. The smell that hits you causes you to retch without control. Corpses lay on surgical tables, pulled apart. Perhaps for some purpose, but it looks like fun has been part of the equation.
What the fuck?
2 and 2 suddenly come together as you see, at odds with the filthy room and the old medical equipment, a neatly stacked pile of polystyrene containers sitting right next to a fresh, dead body with their torso sliced open. And you realize what these people have been here for. Their organs. And directly across the room stands a man. And he looks at you. Hello. You're not supposed to be here.
We've taken down everyone on the way to this room. Now I suggest you play nice and just release the bespoke. Give me Seb back, and you won't be hurt, whatever the fuck it is you're doing here.
Well, you make a fine argument. I'm finished my fun for the day, and I'm just leaving. So perhaps you could find your friend. I don't know who you're referring to.
Sebastian, bespoke. He's very rare. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yes. Let me just work that out.
I'm going to walk in gun pointed.
And while you start to walk in, two bodies leap off the tables in front of you and cloud your ability to get directly to him. As corpses bound with old cybernetics
that's
lurch
fun.
from corners.
Oh.
What exactly are we
What
looking
is
at
this
here?
dead
One of
face?
Chest torn open, organs fully removed, with ribs made of steel, clapping and chittering like spiders' limbs towards you as they arc with an ungainly gait. Chittering across the walls, revving up surgical saws instead of forearms, a cadaver starts to move towards you with cybernetic limbs, extra ones grafted to it. This seems to be the fun part of the equation. And they whirl into action, launching towards you.
All right, declaration.
They're last.
Okay.
Oh, that means first. They're slower. The one with the ribs lunges to, sort of moves towards Conrado, and the saw-armed one heads towards Pro. They're both charging.
I will put you in the room, should we?
Yeah, put you both in the entrance like you stepped in.
I dropped the saw arm. Okay. What do they sound like? What do they seem to be?
They are corpses whose cybernetics are being remote controlled. They are dead people with enough they're boosters. You can tell they were boosters, and then they've been modified after death. So basically, they've had all their organs ripped out, and then they're like, I'll just animate the robotics.
Yeah. All right. Time to break some remote controls. I use Cybermancy to fuck up Sawman.
Okay, you're going for Sawman with Cybermancy.
Yep.
What's Conrado doing? You're getting charged.
Going to charge him back.
Counter charge. Okay. Now I have a note for these ones.
Right? You're going to brace? You're just going to charge and charge? Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Never thought about doing that.
we're going with we'll do the Cybermancy very first with Cage. With Saws.
Okay.
Oh, God.
And this is a combat roll, basically.
No, you're going for a cybernetic result. So just
Break it.
I'll let you roll, and whatever you get, we'll put on the table. Holy crap, these guys have a lot of dice.
Oh, no.
I thought you'd be in a much better position when you got to this room.
Negative.
I could just.
You can tweak.
I could. I didn't. All right. So what do you do?
I got 2 to my Cybermancy roll.
What can you get with 2?
I can.
Do you have any destiny?
I do.
Doesn't make it any better.
No, it does
Damn it.
not.
What's 2 do?
2 gives me a basic visual audio distortion in a.
Okay, I'll let that count as a stagger. Actually, Actually, I'll give that. It's a stronger stagger. I'll give that -3 off its next roll. It's like perception's completely fried. It's actually having a greater effect because it seems because they're being remote controlled by blinding the vision of the person controlling it. It's harder because it doesn't have its own instinct. However, I need you to make a close combat roll, but you cannot score victory levels.
Okay.
So that should be 7 dice with your handgun.
Yep.
I'm so nervous.
7 dice with my handgun.
But you can't score victory levels. It's just defensive.
Okay, I'm just going to use my unarmed combat roll.
Is that equally
7.
good? Same
Yep.
thing, man.
Just doesn't burn ammo.
Yep.
4.
Gets a level 1 victory against
does?
you. Yep.
Okay, what's it do?
It will stagger you. Actually, no, that's pathetic. Its saw swings out, you dodge out of the way, and the slight jitter of action makes it just off kilter slightly, but the teeth of a saw, minor injury across the, like, just surface level across your chest. And for a brief flash, your brain just plays back a memory. Signs, cuts across the chest. Not dead. Not dead yet. And then the charge to charge.
Oh, fuck. He's got so many dice.
And then charge. 5 successes.
I'm
What
going
did
to
you
use the
get?
destiny point.
What did you get?
Advantage.
Oh, you're just going for advantage.
Oh.
7.
7. Level 2 victory.
Worth doing. Good job.
This is so intense!
It uses its strength to reduce your victory level to 1.
Minor injury.
Minor injury. Okay. Next round. Sawboy. Just going to be attacking you in combat. It's actually going to cold shot to enter close combat with you. It has -3 dice for its penalty from you, though.
I have been training montaging for this moment for 6 fucking months, and I have stuffed up everything in my life up until this point, but if there was a moment for it to actually work, this is it. I'm going to burn a destiny point to give myself an advantage.
Yep.
And I'm combating this guy. This thing, this monstrosity.
Ready? Boom.
Oh, God.
5.
2. Level 3 victory.
Hey.
That's enough of this shit! Where's Sebastian?
You have
I'm
a
like
level 3 victory.
Launching into it with a level 3 victory. I smash him down into the ground, wrestling him down so he's prone to finish him off.
You go for prone?
Yeah.
No worries. Now this combat.
Sebastian! Where are you? If you're here, speak up!
What level victory did you get, sorry?
Before.
Yep.
It's -1.
-1. So he will cold shot to enter close combat.
Oh, it's not. It's Sawman. Who's
Sawman is, yeah.
No.
This is what I love. The dice want this story to be told.
Okay.
2 successes on 8 dice.
Yeah, about fucking time.
4, 5.
Level 3 victory.
Serious injury.
Bang. Its spine like snaps back further than it should, and there's sort of the hissing of sparks and pistons as it seems it's unable to fully stand upright.
Do I recognize anything these things are made of?
Do you recognize people?
The parts, the people.
Not in this whirling combat. Surgical saws and nightmarish stuff.
Okay. So next round.
Okay, so the thing on the ground is going to full defensively attempt to stand up, the saw-armed one that you knocked prone.
Yeah.
So it's going full defense. So it loses 4 dice for being prone, but then it gains 2 for going full defense. Let's roll. What are you doing?
Shooting it in the head.
Okay. 2 successes off 7 dice. The dice want this story.
Fucking bang!
4 successes.
Level 2 victory. It reduces it with its strength to level 1.
Okay.
Level 1 victory.
These things just won't die.
What do you do with that level 1 victory? Minor injury?
Minor injury.
Okay. bullet shoots it, and it just sparks off some cybernetics, damages something, but they just keep going. Conrado?
And it's still prone.
I'm going to keep punching it.
Yeah. You're going to keep punching it?
At this point, I'm in some type of like rage where I'm just continually laying into it punch after punch.
Love it. So it's got -3 dice.
4.
-4 dice. Cage. It is going to attempt to enter close combat. 2 successes.
4.
Level 2 victory.
Medium injury.
And with a barrage of blows, this thing ceases to function. Or more, you get the sense that whoever was controlling it just sort of lets it go, realizing it's useless.
I'm going to finish it in unarmed combat.
Okay, you dive on top of it.
Yep.
It makes a cold shot. It's going to attempt to enter close combat with you. 3 successes.
6 successes.
Level 3 victory. Let's do this.
With a level 3 victory.
It's already severe, like pretty damaged.
It's knocked down.
Yep, it's damaged.
Yeah, serious injury. Just start
Where do you shoot
cracking
it? This is going to
parts.
render it immobile. So what do you do? It's taken enough
I'm
damage.
breaking limbs. I'm just breaking.
Right, so you just snap all the swords
Snap,
off.
snap. Yeah. It's just like, okay, if I can't defeat the remote controlling, I might as well defeat what it is. Being controlled. Its controllability.
You rip these pieces off, and then it ceases to function. It stops jittering. And it slumps back. And you look into its face as it slumps back, and you just see a middle-aged woman. The face of a mother, a teacher, someone who definitely never asked for this. And then you're alone, and the room is silent.
I lean in closer. I want to get a really good look at it because I know my onboard computing is recording all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, you know what? This could be evidence and it could be useful and maybe someone's going to need to see this
Yep.
because we may need to deal with these people in the future. And with that logic, I also just sort of scan around the room, doing the same thing, just looking, occasionally zooming until I see down the end again at our doctor friend.
Who is gone?
Yeah, he left.
Sebastian, where are you, man? And I start walking around the room.
Make a destiny roll, Rob. A destiny roll. Rob?
This is for...
Sebastian.
Okay.
What did you get?
5.
It's no reply.
Seb?
There
Seb, where are you, man?
There are bodies. There's at least a dozen corpses in here, slumped up against a wall.
Shit.
I'm gonna get
Maybe we didn't make it in time.
Pro to make a destiny roll.
Sebastian! One. Seb?
Come on, man. Where the fuck are ya?
We don't have long. Ugly's gonna leave. Come on, Seb, where are you? I walk through to the end to where the doctor walked out. What do I see?
A sealed door.
Shit.
Locked electronically. Steel sliding door, high tech. There's no way you're getting through it.
I look at Conrado like desperately. This is it after all that work.
I said he was here.
He is. He's got. Fuck! And I look around at
Check
the
them all.
corpses.
Check the corpses.
Can't. No. They're beyond.
Make a perception check. Pro, Conrado. You can both make one.
3.
1.
Seb!
Your eyes catch something. Because if you think Seb, you say Seb. You make it real. You look across at a table.
No.
the name Seb written in black Sharpie across a white cooler box.
No. Not like this. Not after all that time. No.
I open it up.
You look down. You've seen enough. You've seen kidneys before.
It's not a body, I said to Conrado, but it's part of one. They're farming him. Sick bastards.
In front of you, laying on the bench, make a survival check.
Man, it'd be nice if you had Eve right now.
Yeah.
This was
3.
It was Destiny Roll 1. Laying on the table, there's a man you don't know. Or some of a man you don't know. Beard, grown, bandages wrapped around their head. Disheveled looking and miserable. Someone's hacked off their legs. Their arms. It's disgusting. And you look down at the dead man on the table. You don't know him. And you move to turn away.
Help me.
Whoa.
I'm assuming at this point I recognize.
What the fuck have they done to you, Seb? Bro. Yeah, it's me. Fuck. I'm here.
And I like wrap my arms around. I'm like, I'm here, man. I got you.
Did you find Eve?
We got Eve. You're a fucking genius, man. And now we're getting you out of here. Let's go.
I would like to pass out.
Okay. You pass out.
That was a shit song. That's better.
Oh my God.
And I pick up whatever pieces of this.
Make
thing
a
in
strength
front of me.
athletics check.
Really?
Yeah. I want to make this sloppy and desperate and sad.
Can I get Conrado?
Conrado can come help
Yeah.
after this. I want. If he fails,
Yeah.
Conrado will be easy carry. But this is like that desperate.
1 fucking destiny point.
Okay.
2.
Come on.
You can't lift him, and then and you know the reason you couldn't lift him is he was heavy, and as you lift him, that right arm, it was. You thought it was attached, and he peels up.
Oh
A
my
torso
God.
and a head and a small sort of like half an arm.
Conrado, come on, pick up some pieces. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, can I just assist him with that?
Do you
roll?
grab pieces?
Sure.
He can carry.
Sure, I grab the arm.
There's-
I
an arm.
think, sorry,
Okay.
this is to be the official. Rob is Conrado. Sorry, Dave
Yeah.
is Conrado.
Okay.
now.
Oh, yeah, I'm
You're
Conrado.
Seb.
Okay.
We've officially, you're Seb. now.
Yeah. Conrado picks up a limb, looks at it, and then says, I'm not fucking. What the fuck is the point?
Just take it. Here's a bespoke. He can stitch it. It'll take less
Jesus
time.
Christ. And
That's why they're farming him. Come on.
he grabs the polystyrene container that had Seb written on. He's like, is this his fucking fuck this place. Fuck this place. Let's go.
Let's go.
And then he just starts running out the door. Seb, in your arms. Do we want to end it there?
I think
That's a
Can we,
good
can we
place.
see Seb's mini? I really want to see it.
You want to show Seb's mini?
A little bit.
I don't know where it is. Yo, you've got it.
Man.
You want to see the mini?
Okay, this is a bloody reveal.
Welcome to Sebastian Allen.
where do we want
Put him in. Put him in here.
Season 2. Here he is.
Oh my God, Seb! What have they done to our boy?
Oh my goodness.
Look how they've massacred my boy. Now that I will say, minus spoiler alert, that is Seb a few weeks from now.
Yeah.
which I'm assuming is probably going to come into play in the next episode.
Oh, it won't be a few weeks from now in the next episode.
No.
We got to deal with this shit immediately.
Well,
you don't get to be like, "Hi,
Oh,
ugly.
come on.
Here's my nugget friend."
Haven't we had enough trauma this episode? No, there's more trauma to come. Thanks for watching, everyone.
This was all Rob's idea.
Tune in for more Cyberpunk trauma in Reboot Chapter 2. You can enjoy more of this delightful audio experience and the descriptions of all this gore with our podcast.
Yay.
And other thing, I'm just dealing with a lot right now.
Reboot now with less Seb.
Hey, he lost a lot of weight.
Oh, buddy.
Oh.
And you're down your medic too. This is going to suck.
But you know what? You got my attention.
Yeah.
You know who else has my attention? Our bloody patrons.
They're good, aren't they?
They're just so captivating and enchanting.
And I like that it's time for us to go have a Patreon after party with them.
Pretty
But they're late to that. What is going on? They're late to the...
No, that's because I pressed the dip screen on the wrong screen.
No.
So we were waiting, and then now we have to wait again.
Hey,
We really need to
We'll
fix
wait.
the refresh rate of this thing.
amazing work, Alicia, on those awesome portraits.
Oh
How
my god,
cool.
all of it. All of it.
Hey,
Tickle
hey,
duck.
Triple ellipses tickle duck.
Lily and Unicorn.
These be
Yeah,
Willows?
yeah,
I can't.
AJ Macy?
Thank you all so much.
Then
Something
there was
Willis.
like 3 names I didn't...
And something Willis, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
We'll hang out with all of you
Yeah,
at the
well,
after party.
give us the full breakdown
Yeah.
of that name in the Patreon after party.
This is a lot of emotional trauma to deal with.
This is not
but,
how I want to start season 2.
No, but we actually have a cool after party to hang out
Yes.
with right now and to debrief, which we do at the end of every chapter. So come
feels like
join
we're-
us
it's
if you want to be
back
a
now.
patron. It does. It certainly feels like we're back. And you know what? We took a lot of hits, and this is fucking insane.
Eve especially.
And you thought
We
Conrado was
have
harmless.
Seb.
Seb.
Don't know what that's going to turn into, but we have
Well,
Seb.
I had to make a second character sheet.
Yeah, Sebastian is gone well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just wait till he
Alright.
gets a look at you.
Okay.
Might have to wait a few weeks.
Okay.
Months, probably.
Oh,
Complicated
boy.
organs and all.
Oh,
we
boy.
can rebuild.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Keep an eye out for the next episode.
Nice.